I'm never going to be rich because I'm going to tell you the truth. Hey there, Coach Devin here. So get fit working out, 1 hour every week. Get fit only licking tomatoes on every second Tuesday. Get fit in a caloric negative or a caloric positive. There's a lot of stuff online when it comes to fitness. And health and fitness can be very confusing for most people because you look at it and you're like, I'm a little confused about what I'm supposed to be. Should I be in a caloric negative? Should I be lifting weights? Should I lift super heavy weights? Should I lift really light weights for a lot of reps? Should I do a lot of cardio? Should I do no cardio? Should I eat after 8 o'clock at night? Should I eat after 5 o'clock at night? Your head blows up, right? That's how this works. So here's something that drives me bananas when it comes to fitness. There's a million snake oil salesmen in my industry. And snake oil salesmen, I'm talking salesmen and saleswomen, there's both. And they are selling bills of goods to people that is not real. And one of the things I say to clients all the time is, I'm never going to be rich because I'm going to tell you the truth. And to illustrate that, a story, I had a client one time come into me. She was in the middle of a very nasty divorce. Really stressed out, unhappy with her body, unhappy with everything, really. She's going through a lot. And she sits down and she wants personal training. And she's like, I want to come in 4 days a week with you. I'm going to do this. And most people, a lot of gyms in those situations, a lot of trainers in that situation be like money signs, right? You're just running around your head. You'd be like, oh, great, they've got a client, they're invested, they want to do this. The problem was, number one, she wasn't really all that unfed. Number two, she's in a real bad headspace. And I don't believe in selling something to someone when they're at their lowest point. Because I just think that, you know what, that's preying on someone. And my parents taught me a little better than that. So I said to her, look, I don't think right now you're in the right headspace for personal training. I don't think you need it right now. I think there's some things we do. You can come to classes if you want. But I just think that dropping a ton of money on personal training when you're in the middle of something really bad is maybe not the best way to go. And she was really pissed off. She said, are you serious? And I was like, no, I'm totally serious. She said, you're not going to take my money? I said, no, I'm not going to take your money. I think right now you're in a place where you need someone to help guide you a little bit on this and not going to take advantage of you, and I'm not going to take advantage of you. And she was pissed. She walked out and slammed the door behind her, and I didn't see her for like 6 months. And then one day she showed up 6 months later, and she said, can I talk to you? I said, sure, of course. And she said, look, I was a jerk when I left. And I said, no, you weren't. You were under a lot of stress, and I understand it. I was divorced too. I get it. And she said, you know what? A lot of people would have taken my money, and you didn't do that, and I'm really impressed with that. And she is a member, a client with my gym to this day, and it's been like 9 or 10 years almost now that she's been a client with me. The point of that story is I value telling the truth to my clients. And if you come to me and you ask me a question, I'm going to tell you the honest truth. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to come up with some crappy, if you do this and do that and don't eat before 2 in the afternoon and then lick a tomato twice, you're going to get ahead. I'm not going to do that stuff because the reason I'm going to do that is I believe in science and I believe in actually helping people. I have been a trainer, like I said, for almost 28 years. I've done this a long time. There's some science behind what I do. There's a lot of physics behind what we do. And I have a ton of experience. And that's how I'm able to help people lose weight. That's how I'm able to help people lose weight and keep the weight off or be more fit or be more athletic or run the speed that they want to run or whatever, is because I've done this a long time. And I'm not tooting my own horn and saying I'm somehow special. I've just had a lot of experience in it, and I know it. The problem that I see out there all the time, though, is there's all of these gurus trying to sell you something. You can work out 1 hour once a week, and you're going to get ahead. That's not real. You can eat in a caloric positive, which means you eat more calories than you burn and get in better shape. You can't do it. People shoehorn numbers when it comes to calories all the time. They're like, oh, you should eat, I don't know. There's the idiots who are telling people out there, eat 1,200 calories a day. Well, that doesn't make sense. And if anybody's wondering, the quick math on calories, so you're educated on science, take your body weight in pounds, multiply it by 10. That's how many calories you need to maintain your lifestyle, okay, to stay where you are. I'm about 240, I need 2,400 calories. Pretty easy. If I burn 300 calories in a workout, I need 2,700 calories to maintain my weight. That's as easy as it gets, as simple as it gets, and that's how it works, okay? If somebody says to you, eat 1,200 calories a day, and they haven't weighed you first and they haven't asked how many calories you burn in a day, they're just spitting out arbitrary numbers because they know 120 calories is what a 120-pound person needs. Most of us aren't 120 pounds. You'll lose weight and say, look, aren't you smart? You're my guru. But really, they're just making shit up. Somebody could say to you, eat 2,000 calories a day. Well, if you're not 200 pounds or, I don't know, eat 2,200 calories a day. If you're not 220 pounds, you're going to gain weight. And if you're not burning enough calories, say you're 200 pounds and you want to lose weight, but they're telling you to eat 2,200 calories, you're going to gain weight unless you burn more than 200 calories every single day. This is the science behind it. And the problem that I have that frustrates me, and this is part of the reason for making this video, it just infuriates me, is the fact that people are out there spinning baloney and crap and telling people, hey, do this, do that. I'm a professional. Yeah, but they're just trying to sell you something, or they're trying to get you on board with whatever they happen to be doing. It's not real. Guys, it's not real. The problem I have, and the reason I'm never going to be rich, is I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you what works scientifically. Works for everybody. So the only way you're not going to lose weight if you don't follow what I say is because of the fact that you probably have some hormonal imbalances, or you're not doing it. I had a client one time that said she's doing Project Fit with us, and she said, "This isn't working for me. I don't like this diet at all. It doesn't seem to be working." I said, "Okay, well let me see what you're eating. Let me see your food gallery, or your food your journal." And she pulls it up. We use MyFitnessPal. She pulls up MyFitnessPal, and I look and I'm like, "You ate 4 liters of ice cream on the weekend." And she's like, "Well, yeah, I wanted some ice cream. You said I should have you can have a cheat meal." I was like, "You ate more calories in ice cream than you were allowed in the whole 2 days on the weekend." Andy ate half a loaf, not half a loaf, an entire loaf of raisin bread with butter. Like, your calories just on the ice cream and the raisin bread are way above what you're allowed to eat. You're complaining about gaining weight. You're not doing it. Again, and to my own detriment, because I'm honest. I like to be honest. I like to help people. I got into this industry because I like to help people. I didn't get into this industry because I like to be a snake oil salesman. I'm never going to be a good sales guy because I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear. I say to my trainers all the time, and I say to my clients too, listen, I'm going to give you a little bit of what you want and a lot of what you need. Because lots of clients are like, I want to lift heavy. I want to lift super heavy. I'm like, okay, it's good to lift a little bit heavy, but you got to do some other things. Or I want to do a ton of cardio. Okay, to do a little cardio, but you don't have to do all the cardio. It depends on your goals. And that's one thing I am passionate about, just being honest. I believe that you can be honest and make a living and do well. I really believe that. I don't know if a lot of other people believe it. I know online nobody cares because they're like, I'm just going to sell whatever the shit I got out there and be like, who cares, right? Doesn't matter to me. As long as I make my money, I'm just going to tell anybody whatever they want to hear. It's not cool. This industry, fitness industry, is filled by morons and knuckleheads who are out there lying to people. I mean, it's like you see the 20-year-old fitness influencers. You're like, you're 20 years old telling me how I should be living my life and getting more fit. You're 20. Everybody can be fit for the most part at 20. It's easy. Get to 40, come talk to me. If you're fit at 40, you know how to do it. Or at least you have a basis for what's going on. But there's all these influencers and all this baloney out there. Guys, if you're going to pick a guru, right? But try to pick somebody who's science-based and try to be somebody that's not going to feed you you can do this much and get this much out of it. That's not life. It's not real. If you can do this much and get that much out of it, you're smarter than me. In fact, you're smarter than everybody because you've got the system hacked, right? You just do. Listen, if you do work, it's like going to work every day. You don't go to work for 2 hours and expect to get paid for 8. It doesn't work that way. Everybody's looking for passive income this, passive income that. It doesn't always work that way. It's just not a thing. Hard to get passive income, and to get to that passive income part, you got to do a lot of work to get there. Fitness is the same. You have to put in a lot of work if you want the reward at the other end. You can't put in this much work and expect this much reward. You're going to put in this much work and get that much reward at the back end, but it's going to take a long time. Fitness is something that takes time and energy. Don't say, you know what, I've been doing this for 2 weeks and I haven't gotten anything out of it. It takes longer than 2 weeks. It takes longer than a month. It takes longer than 2 months. It takes time. Yes, I post stuff all the time about the changes we can do for somebody in 8 weeks, we can do those things in 8 weeks, and we can teach them. I can teach you how to get better in 8 weeks, but that's the start of your journey. It should be the start of your journey. It shouldn't be the end point. Because if you're just going to do something for 8 weeks and go back to what you were doing before, I haven't really helped you. I haven't taught you anything. I believe my job as a trainer and a gym owner is to help teach you to do better and live a better life, live what people like to say their best lives. That's my goal. That's my go forward. And I'm always going to be honest with you. Unfortunately, it's not going to make me $1 million, but you know what? At least I can sleep at night. If you have comments, questions, things you want me to talk about, write them up down below. I'd love to hear from you. Have yourself an amazing day. And by the way, if you've had a crazy experience with a fitness guru online or anywhere else, write it up. I love hearing those. Have yourself a great day, everybody. Don't fight the awesome.